You wake up as a mammoth. You weigh 6 tons. No house, no weapon, no fire, no tribe to save you. And yet, you are one of the mightiest creatures on Earth. You open your eyes, a white world, endless snow. Icy wind and a herd you're herd. Because if you end up alone, you will almost certainly die. That sounds insane. You're a mammoth, a giant. But here's what most people never realize. Mammoths didn't survive because they were big. They survived because of family. But first, how are you not freezing solid? Because every part of you is engineered for ice. 2 layers of fur, a coarse outer coat, a woolly one beneath. Under that, 10 centimeters of fat, a built-in blanket. Tiny ears and a short tail, so the cold can't steal your heat. Even your blood was special. It kept flowing in brutal cold. You are not just surviving the ice age. You are the ice age. And then there's your most incredible body part, your trunk. It has no bones, but around 40,000 muscles. Your whole arm has about 600, your trunk, 40,000. It can rip up a tree, or pick up a single blade of grass. At the tip, 2 finger-like points, precision tools. You drink with it, smell with it, hug your calf with it. 1 nose, 1,000 jobs, the best tool of the ice age. Now a plot twist. You, the woolly mammoth, weren't even the biggest. Your bigger cousin, the steppe mammoth, stood over 4 meters tall. It weighed up to 14 tons, more than 2 of you. You were the famous one, but not the giant of giants. Okay, time for some facts that sound made up, but aren't. Your hair could grow up to 1 meter long, a full-body curtain. You had a fat hump on your shoulders, energy storage like a camel. Your closest living relative isn't the African elephant. It's the Asian elephant, you're practically cousins. And mammoth ivory is still dug up and sold today. Tons of it frozen in the ground, waiting for thousands of years. So what does a day as a mammoth actually look like? You wake before sunrise, and you start eating immediately. You eat, you walk, you eat while you walk. You roll in dust and mud to fight off biting insects. That mud dries into a crust, free sunscreen and bug spray. By night, you sleep standing up, just a few hours. Then you wake, and the whole thing starts again. Right now, your mother walks beside you. Aunt, sisters, other calves, yes, calves. Because you are not grown yet. You are only a few years old. And here's a fact that surprises everyone. The herd has a leader. Not the biggest male, the oldest female, the matriarch. She remembers things no one else does. Where water hides, which valleys still have grass. Migration routes she walked 40 years ago. If she dies, the herd loses its living map. Sound familiar? Humans had grandmothers, you have a matriarch. And growing up a mammoth takes time, a lot of time. Your mother carried you for almost 2 years before you were born. Nearly the longest pregnancy of any animal alive. You drink her milk for years. You stay close even longer. Everything you know, you learn by copying the herd. Which plants are safe, where to cross the river, when to run. A mammoth could live 60, even 70 years. If, of course, you survive being young. But being a calf has a dark side. Because you are young, you are the perfect target. And here begins the real nightmare. Wolves do not hunt grown mammoths. They hunt ones like you, young, weak, sick, or left behind. And here's the scary part, you won't see them first. They will see you from kilometers away. While you walk calmly beside the herd. While you play in the snow, thinking the world is safe. But it was never safe, not for one single day. When wolves close in, the herd forms a wall. Adults face outward, calves hide in the center, including you. Tusks lowered, a circle of 6-ton guards, good luck, wolf. Your herd is always moving. Mammoths roamed farther than almost any land animal ever. From the plains of Spain, across all of Asia, and over a frozen land bridge into the Americas. One species stretched across half the planet. Following the grass, following the matriarch, always walking. You will walk farther in a lifetime than you could ever imagine. But the wolf was never your biggest problem. A wolf wants to eat one mammoth. There is a creature that wants to erase your entire species. And you have already met it. A human. It sounds laughable, look at yourself. Almost 4 meters tall, heavier than a car, tusks longer than a person. So why fear a 2-legged thing that weighs 70 kilos? That is the exact question mammoths could never answer. And that is exactly why they lost. Because the human didn't fight fair. It didn't need to be strong, it needed to be clever. Spears, then spear throwers that doubled the range. Fire to drive whole herds into panic. Cliffs to stampede them off, pits dug under the snow. And the deadliest weapon of all, patience. A human could follow your herd for days, waiting for one mistake. Your size was power, their minds were a superpower. But before any hunter finds you, you face a daily enemy. Hunger, and it never ever stops. Your body needs up to 180 kilos of food, every day. That's 16 hours of eating, just to stay alive. And winter lasts almost forever. The grass is buried under snow. So you use the tools you were born with, your tusks. You sweep them like shovels, digging for frozen grass. Imagine waking up starving every single morning, and knowing your only job today is to find even more. And here is the fact that changes how you see them. Mammoths did not just live together, they loved together. Like elephants today, they may have mourned their dead, standing over fallen family, touching the bones, going quiet. A 6-ton giant, feeling loss. If your mother fell, the herd would not just walk away. They would wait, they would grieve, and then they would protect you. Now look at those tusks again, they're incredible. They never stop growing your whole life. The biggest curved over 4 meters long. Like tree rings, they record every year you lived. Good years, starving years, even the year you were born. You use them to dig, to fight, and to show off. Scientists today can read your whole life from a single tusk. And here's something almost magical about you. You can speak in sounds too deep for a human to hear. Infrasound, a rumble below human hearing. It travels for kilometers, even through the ground itself. A herd can talk across a valley without a single visible sign. Danger, water, come back. A message in a frequency you feel in your bones. And once a year, the giants go to war. Grown males enter a state called must, pure aggression. 2 6-ton bulls slam together, tusk against tusk. The ground shakes, the sound carries for miles. Sometimes tusks lock, and neither giant can break free. We found skeletons still locked together, 12,000 years later. Now here is where it gets bigger than wolves or humans. Ahead of you is not just another winter. Ahead of you is a changing climate. You have no idea, the world is already changing. The glaciers retreat, the temperature climbs. The cold, dry steppe you depend on disappears. The food disappears, the territory disappears. And your species drifts slowly toward catastrophe. You are not the only giant falling. All across the Ice Age, the megafauna are vanishing. The woolly rhino, the giant deer, the cave lion, the saber-tooth. An entire world of giants slipping into legend, together. But the most terrifying part isn't the danger. It's that you don't understand what's happening. To you, it's just another year, another migration, another search for food, another cold night. And this is how the end of a species begins. One of the most successful animals of the entire Ice Age. Because sometimes extinction doesn't look like a disaster. Sometimes it looks like an ordinary day. And as you walk through the endless snow, you have no idea that in a few thousand years, not a single mammoth will be left on Earth. Not one. The very last of your kind will shrink to one tiny island. Rangel Island, a cold rock in a freezing sea. And here's the fact that stops people cold. The last mammoths were still alive when the pyramids already stood. Egypt had pharaohs, and mammoths still breathed. But trapped on one island, the herd grew too small. Too few, too related. Their genes slowly broke down. And one day, the last mammoth on Earth took its final breath. Alone on a small island, in a cold, quiet sea. And this leaves one giant question. What actually killed the mammoths? Scientists still argue. Team 1 says, the climate. Your frozen world simply melted. Team 2 says, humans. We hunted you to the very last one. And the truth, it was probably both at once. A warming world made you weak. Spears finished the job. A perfect storm of heat and hunters, and you were caught in it. And yet, you were never truly forgotten. The humans who hunted you also painted you. On cave walls, your shape still runs through the dark. They feared you, hunted you, and drew you with care. And the ice kept its own memory of you. Baby mammoths have been found frozen, almost perfectly whole. One calf named Luba slept in the permafrost for 42,000 years. Skin trunk, even her last meal still inside her. And here's a strange one. Where did the word mammoth even come from? People kept digging up giant frozen bones, but never a living one. So they invented an explanation, a wrong, wonderful one. They believed mammoths were giant moles, living underground, and that they died the instant they saw daylight. The name likely means earth horn, the horn of the ground. They were wrong about the moles, but they never forgot you. And the frozen ground hides something haunting. In places, hundreds of mammoths lie buried together. Whole herds trapped by mud, ice, or sudden floods. One Siberian site holds the bones of thousands. Some mammoths froze so fast, the food was still in their mouths. Time capsules of a lost world, sealed in ice for you to find. Which leads to a question nobody expected. Could humans bring the mammoth back? Inside that frozen flesh sits ancient DNA. Scientists are now editing elephant cells to match it. The animal that hunted mammoths to extinction. It might be the one that brings them back. Whether we should is a different story. And here's one last thing nobody tells you. You weren't just living in the Ice Age world, you built it. Herds like yours knocked down trees and trampled snow. You spread seeds, you fertilized the soil, you kept the grassland alive. A whole ecosystem shaped by giant gardeners. When you vanished, that world quietly collapsed with you. But all of that is still far away. Right now, you are alive. You feel the wind, you hear the footsteps of your herd, and you keep moving forward. Just as mammoths did for hundreds of thousands of years, not knowing they had already become a piece of history. So when you see a mammoth in a museum, behind cold glass, remember it once woke up, felt hungry, feared the wolves, and walked beside a family it would have died to protect. 6 tons of muscle, held up by one thing, love. Rest now, giant. You ruled the Ice Age, and we still remember.